Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. But, yes, I know, it's another Super Clean video. People at Super Clean sponsored this content today by sending me a bunch of free products. And a hat, which I don't like hats, but there's the hat. I got the camo. I never wear hats, so we won't wear it for the rest of this video. But, we got a nice shirt. Most of the time, I'm not going to wear this because it'll get all nasty and dirty. But for this video, we'll be wearing the shirt. Now we're going to put all these products to the challenge. I normally never use Super Clean. I've never tried it. So today we are going to be testing to see if it's better than what I normally use, which is Zep, which is a Home Depot product. So I got a bunch of comparisons we're going to do. We're going to test out every single thing side by side. So we're going to test out Zep regular degreaser versus the Super Clean basic degreaser, which I believe this is full strength. They sent me a dilution chart and stuff, but not like a big bucket like the Zep to dilute. So I mean, you could buy it in a 55-gallon drum as well. So if you're a big fan of Super Clean, hey, shit, actually you could buy it in a 250-gallon drum. But we're going to be cleaning engine parts because that's what we do in small engine repair. We clean engines, we spill oil, and if you guys stay tuned to the very, very end of this video, I'm going to be putting Super Clean, whichever foam does better on the challenge, versus the degreaser to the ultimate test. So stay tuned for that, guys. So let's get to work. Let me show you what we're going to be doing here with these products. Let me show you them first. Here we go. We got the floor absorbent. I normally just use kitty litter, so we're going to put this versus my kitty litter. Meow meow. We got Super Clean, full strength. We're going to be putting that to the test against Zep diluted to my strength. And then we got the Super Clean foaming action with the foaming tip. So we're gonna put this foam versus this foam. I know they're probably the same thing, but this one has a few different ingredients, and has fancy pictures on the back and stuff. And the wheel cleaner, which normally I don't clean wheels. I think it's pointless. They're just going to get dirty again. I mean, I guess if you're trying to keep your car clean. But I do have a car wheel. We're going to use this. We're going to test it out. See if it works. Now, on this test, we're not going to be scrubbing it because my scrub could be different on one side versus the other. So we're just going to do a basic sit and absorb wipe test. See which one did better. On the wheel cleaner, we're just going to spray one half of the wheel, the other half not sprayed, let it sit, wash it. But at the end, we'll do the ultimate test and see how good Super Clean really is. If you guys want to get any Super Clean, links below. You can also visit their website, which I also put a link to below. And yeah, let's get right into the test, guys. Super Clean. Okay guys, here we are, the first test. Now this motor right here has some basic dirt and grease and nasties. This is where we're going to test a regular old non-foaming degreaser. Now on this motor, where it's a lot nastier, that's where we're going to test the two foamings to see, if they do the same or which one does better. I don't have a foaming degreaser. I've never really used one. So we're going to test that out, but we're going to start with this engine right here. See if we can really. Okay, so I'm taking it. We're going to do on the left side the Zep, on the right side the Super Clean. So like I said, I got pre-diluted Zep right here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to, and these surfaces are extremely cold. Spray that on there. And now we will use the Super Clean on the other side. So we want the stream, because I streamed with the other one. Brand new, so we got to pump it. There we go. Don't want to get too much. Oh, look, yeah, see that one's running off better than my Zep diluted. Okay, while we let those sit, we will move on to the other engine and test out the foams. Now, as you can see, this engine is super nasty. So, doesn't matter which side we spray. So this one's going to be this. Oh, give it a good shake. There's one side with the can. Put that right there. And the other side, turn it to on. Pump it. You can see one foams up, the aerosol foams up a little better than this one. Yeah, you can definitely see a night and day difference versus aerosol versus the squirt top. And we are getting a little bit of drip, but that's not a big deal. I'll wipe it on the floor. So now we will go back in about 2 minutes and get these cleaned. I always let them sit for 3 to 5 minutes. And we'll see. Yeah, you can see, look, this foam is still foamy. Why this is not. Let's give it another spray here. Yeah, that stuff catches and foams up a little bit better in the aerosol can. So I'm thinking that's what we will use for the ultimate test. Okay, dokie. It's been about 2 minutes. Let's check. Remember, this is Zep side. So all we're doing is just wiping it. Okay. Came out pretty clean. So we're just wiping it. Okay, so I would say both did a pretty good job. Super clean side looks a little brighter. I'll put a before and after here. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the other side, which has been about 1 minute. So we'll get a different rag. Now remember, this was aerosol. You can still see it's really foamy compared to, you can see it more nasty on this foam. This foam's still a little white. So we're just going to do a single pass on each side first. So I got 2 different rags. Single pass like that. And now we'll do a single pass like that. Now I'm going to finish just wiping them off. We'll put a before and after on this one as soon as I'm wiping them off. Single pass though, I don't know. I think they both did about the same. I like how much that picked up more though. Yeah, see, that's on there still pretty good. Get down here at the base, up here. Okay, now let me wipe this side. Okay, now, I don't know if you guys can see this, but the foam left more of a residue. I mean, the non-aerosol left more of a residue behind. And I don't know. Let's see if the Super Clean Basic Degreaser, I'll put a before and after on this to see, but we're going to see if just the basic degreaser can finish cleaning the rest of this up. This thick stuff versus Zep on the other side now. Okay guys, we'll let that sit and we'll get back to it. Until then, we're going to go over to the oil. Okay guys, for this part of the test, we're going to be testing the floor absorber. Now we have 3 spaces here. This side right here, that's going to be our control. That means we're just going to put oil down, let it sit with these other ones, and then we're going to wipe that with a towel compared to Super Clean in the middle and kitty litter on the right. Now here's the super. Now I'm going to use these cups here because I couldn't find nothing on Thanksgiving today. They're about the same amount. We're just going to dump them in. Now, if you look there, that's more like a sawdust mixed with some other clumping agents, while the kitty litter is just clay. Okay, and these are both the same amounts. And we're going to do exactly 10 milliliters of oil in each spot. So let me dump the oil. So there's 10 milliliters. Sorry about my dogs. And 10 milliliters. So we got 10 milliliters of oil in each spot. First one is the Super Clean floor absorbent. Just gonna dump that on there, spread it out. The next one is going to be the kitty litter. Just going to dump that on there. Spread it out. And we'll let that sit. And we'll see which one does better. Remember, that one's our controlled Super Clean kitty litter. While we're letting that floor absorber sit in after we started it, now we're going to figure out which one did better. So here's Super Clean side. I'm going to give it a good scrubbing. This engine was really greasy. I don't think the best cleaner in the world could have done it. This is one you'd pressure wash. This test was more for fun on this one, but okay, it's been about 2 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to agitate it a little bit. You know, make sure every little bit of oil is getting touched by the product. Like you would do on a normal spill. You wouldn't just put it on there and sit it. Even though that's what all these floor absorbents and not really the kitty litter advertise. By the way, I forgot to mention, all these Super Clean products, I think what their appeal is and their price point is because they're all environmentally friendly and biodegradable materials. So I think that's why they're as big as they are and have as much of a following, and the price point being what it is, because this ain't, you know, it's not a cheap degreaser. It's pretty pricey. I think that's why I always steered clear. You know, I want to go cheap. But Zep is a good price at bulk price. So here's the kitty litter. But yeah, so they're all biodegradable and environmentally friendly. I guess not when you mix it with motor oil that's been used. So like I said, we're just going to agitate them. Make sure everything's getting touched. And then we're going to let them sit a little longer, let them absorb some more, and then we'll sweep them away. Okay, now we're going to do a wipe. We're going to wipe each one, and we're going to see. So first we're going to use a new rag every time. We're going to start with the control one. I'm just going to do a zigzag motion, and like if I was cleaning it myself, like in real life. So. And there's all the oil up, but we got a considerable stain there. So now we're going to move on to the kitty litter. We'll save super clean for last. I'm going to do the same thing. So normally you'd sweep this up with a broom and dustpan, but since we're doing this quick little test, I still got a little bit of a noticeable stain there. So now onto the super clean here. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm going to run my finger over them. Now, I want to feel them. Now, super clean. It's wet. It has oil. It's oily. Now, the kitty litter still has a lot more it could have absorbed. I want to say, not 100% too impressed with how wet that left. As you see, when I wiped the kitty litter, it only stained where it was sitting. Not after I was wiping it was dry. It was all absorbed. That was still considerably wet compared, and the oil, as you can see, was really wet because it had nothing on there. So looking at the circles, we got control, super wet. You know, you can see it made a bigger mess. Super clean, left a reasonable mess. While the kitty litter controlled the spill in its area 100%. So that's the only complaint so far that I had. Other than that, I like the material they use, you know, compared to the kitty litter, and I think it's probably a cheaper price. But with everything being the same time, same everything, the kitty litter was a lot less wet afterwards. Okay, let's go check on everything else. Okay, actually before the final test, I forgot. We got the wheel cleaner. So like I said, we're just going to do 1/2 of the wheel, and it's a cold surface. And Super Clean recommends using cold water to go about it. So that's all we're going to do, is we're just going to rinse it with low pressure cold water. Give it a nice coat, even get it on the tire here. I can see if you're doing big truck tires, this will not be fun. Okay, we'll let that sit a minute, and then we're just going to rinse it off with cold water. Okay, so we let this wheel cleaner sit. I don't use a lot of wheel cleaners, so we're going to find out. We're just going to rinse it off with cold water like they say. So all we're going to do is turn on the hose, and we're just going to wash the whole tire down. I gotta say, guys, you can actually see a difference right there where that split is. You see how clean it is over there compared to right there. I mean, if I would have agitated that, I'm pretty sure I could have got that sparkling clean. Okay, guys, now we're gonna go on to the super ultimate test. So I went ahead and pulled the engine and the transmission. Let's see if we get in here and see how dirty that is. Yeah, so I pulled the engine and that transmission out of the little coupe there. So that's my project car at the moment, and these engines definitely need some cleaning. So I'm going to see if I can't take a before picture and an after picture, and we'll see what's going to happen. But as you can see, they are pretty dirty. Okay guys, transmission is getting the super clean foaming aerosol can, while the regular engine is going to get the regular old super clean degreaser. So let me apply them. These are cold surfaces. I'm going to be using cold pressure washer. So I'm going to get a nice liberal coat over the whole machine. Maybe I get that coupe running again, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me get a before picture on the transmission. Okay, so now we're just gonna crack this open. Now this says you can use it on engine parts, so like I said, this is a cold surface right now, and we're going to be using cold pressure washing action to clean this transmission here. Okay guys, so we're going to let both of those sit for about 5 minutes since they're really greasy, and then get to spraying them. Okay, so I let them sit. As you can see, the foam is completely dissolved, but I think it's sat in long enough. It's been about 5 minutes. Now I'm using a yellow tip on my pressure washer, so it's about 2200 psi at full speed. Starts up one pole even in the cold. And we'll get to spraying off these machines here. I have to say, I am impressed with this transmission here. Make sure there's no water on my camera lens. Look at that. See some of that rust, but other than that, things looking clean. Now over here, let's see if we can't get it in the sun. sprayed off some of the paint from the pressure washer, but took out a lot of the grease. Cleaned that little carb up a little bit. So I'm really impressed with this foam though. I like that. So here's a before and after. Yeah guys, I'm really impressed. Let's get to this outro. Okay guys, so all the tests are complete. Right off the bat, I have to say I'm really impressed with this foam on that transmission. I mean, I'm really impressed with how good that cleaned that transmission. You know, and it says you could do engines on it, and it didn't stain it at all, so I'm really surprised. The wheel cleaner, I guess if you're in the car detailing business, it'd be a good product. I never clean wheels. I do clean engines though for customers, but I don't think it's pointless for me to clean wheels. The degreaser, they kind of, Zep and Super Clean kind of both did the same. I like Super Clean because it's earth friendly. So will I switch over? Probably. I don't know. It depends. Maybe they'll send me more. I don't have to buy none. That'd be great. But Super Clean did send me all these. The foaming, this picked up a lot of grease and grime off a basic engine. I just like the way this one handled a little bit better. But this one, I mean, you could see it dripping right away. It was pilling it up. The only thing I had a little bit of a problem with was the floor absorber. Now, I showed you how wet it still was after the same amount of time elapsed with the kitty litter. And the kitty litter still did what all small engine guys and mechanics use anyways, is kitty litter. It's cheap. It's $1 a 50-pound bag. And it works just as good. It may not have the earth-friendly ingredients, but at the price point, I'm a kitty litter guy. But, however, thank you Super Clean, thank you Jessica, and everybody at the Super Clean team for sending me all these wonderful products. If you guys are new to this channel, I normally don't do product reviews too much, but they sent this out to me, so I figured why not? They sent me a shirt and a hat. I'll probably do other products too, even if they're not paid. You know, just buy some stuff from different hardware stores and say, hey, check it out. You know, here's this. But I want to say again, thank you to Super Clean. Links in the description if you need anything. And you guys have a wonderful day. See ya.